Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more FTL Multiverse Vanilla Voyages with the Man of War. In the last episode, we traversed through the starting sector and the NG sector, which is the one we're in right now. And we said we were going to go to the Imperial Frontier in the last episode, but before we do that, I want to showcase some new weapons we got. We got a payload teleporter, which is a really OP bomb. We used our Falcon Rad Beam, and we got some new lasers. And we also got cloaking. So without further ado, let's go to the Imperial Frontier. Alright, continue. Proceed to the crystalline sector. Crystal sectors are usually newly colonized and ever expanding as their citizens struggle to claim territory for their own. A melting pot of opinions. You can never be certain what the crystalline people will think of you. Exit hyperspeed. Ever since the crystals re-entered the galactic stage, they've been attempting to set up colonies wherever they can. It appears one such colony has grown into a full sector, which you have just arrived in. The crystals, while not all that unfriendly, are extremely protective over their newly claimed territory. Because of this, there is no question as to the purpose of the guard here. Contact them. Aliens? There was once a time seeing so many creatures would have come as a shock to me, but no longer. For what is the reason you have hailed us? Request supplies. You wish for some supplies? Most certainly. It is not often I get the opportunity to make new friends. Well, thank you. Okay, we gotta be to the exit beacon in 12 jumps. So let's go to this distress beacon. You have encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure if anyone is on board. Hail them. The vessel is relieved to hear from you. They are running low on supplies. They suggest a trade. 5 fuel for 2 drone parts. I'll do it. Let's continue. The moment you arrive, you notice a crystalline ship in the vicinity, keeping its distance. They message you. The rebels that are trying to hunt you down are creating havoc everywhere they go. Bah, we came here to escape this crap. To minimize their impact on our people, we would like you to give them your flight path out of our sector. We would like to remain civil and are willing to pay you in scrap for the increased danger it poses. Well, we're not just gonna give you my flight plans. I'll accept the scrap, but give them false flight plans. Unable to interpret it themselves, the crystalline beings assume your data will mean something to the rebels. It should see the pursuing fleet taking a leisurely cruise before they get back on track. Fleet delayed by 1 jump. Nice. Okay, Federation store. An automated Federation supply drone is stationed here. A simple ID scan should grant you access to its vending mode. Scan your ID. Okay, well, we're not going to buy this drone, so let's see what the store has to offer. Okay, well, I'm gonna sell my 2 breach bombs and my system repair drone that I got in the last episode. I'll also be selling my shield jammer because I don't really think I need it. And we're going to get some long-range scanners, which adds additional info about nearby beacons. And we're also going to get sensors so that we can see inside our ship better, which is going to be pretty useful. Or rather, upgrade the sensors, not weapons. And as a matter of fact, I don't really want a crew kill anymore, so I'm also going to sell my rad beam. And I'm probably going to buy a light burst laser, which is a laser that shoots fast thrice. Though it charges slower than your standard light laser, it fires a burst of laser projectiles in rapid succession to take down shields quickly. It takes 2 power, takes 9 seconds to charge with a 10% accuracy bonus, shoots 3 times, each shot does 1 hull damage with a 30% reach chance. Well, we'll do it. And I guess we'll also sell the energy weapon, because I don't really like energy weapons. And with that out of the way, we can keep going. Let's see if we can get some fights. A small civilian vessel messages you. Wow, you're one of the Federation, aren't you? Are you busy? Can I ask you a question? Yes. What do you eat? What is your culture like? How long do you people live? Try to answer his questions. You speak at length about nothing particularly interesting. Wow, thanks! Oh look, another alien ship. I wonder if they're as nice as you. Seeing the rebel decals, you doubt they're friendly. They spot you and move into attack while the crystalline civilian jumps away. Okay, well, let's fight. Cloak the missile. Very nice. Face my payload. Boom! And we'll hit those weapons. Good, get that missile offline. We even caused the fire. Okay, very nice. It's rare for a rebel ship to offer their surrender to a Federation one, but this appears to be one of those times. Tune them out and finish this. Calls another fire. And they're dead. The rebel ship explodes. Its many vital systems reduced to mere scrap material. Scrap material for you to take, that is. Alright, let's heal this mantis. You've arrived at a seemingly ordinary beacon, but scans show a slip tunnel opening. Someone with an MV drive is jumping in nearby. Continue. You heard Admiral Vance has some kind of personal grudge against renegades, and so the rebellion relies on its signature blue-clad MV rebels to carry the burden of the invasion. You wonder how it feels to jump out of U-1 just to face down a ship like yours. You're glad you don't. Alright, they boarded us. Send in our crew. Get these shields offline. There we go. Get their weapons. Alright. Gotta get these guys to the heal bay. Goodbye. It's okay. I saw this coming. The rebel captain collapses as their ship breaks apart around them. If they saw this coming, they should have thought twice about messing with you. Good riddance. Alright, let's go here. A large convoy of lumbering civilian ships appears to be passing through this region. You show no hostile intentions, but they are taking no chances, immediately sending their escort to attack. Cloak the bomb. And fire. Very nice. Oh. Okay, good. Yeah, one thing about the crystal ships is that they have crystalline armor. So every time you deal hull damage to this enemy with your weapons, there is a 33% chance that a shard will break off and fly towards your ship. It will not pierce any shields, but it will do 1 hull damage to a random room if it hits. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Their ship seems severely damaged, and they look to be reconsidering the fight. Should you power down your weapons and explain that you mean no threat, finish them off. They wanted to pick a fight, so that's what they'll get. We got it. The crystalline ship shatters, and you pick up what you can from the debris. The rest of the convoy used the time to put a significant amount of distance between you and them. Nothing left to do but to jump. As you arrive, you spot a rebel pursuing a gathering vessel. However, once the rebels notice you, it breaks off to attack you instead. And they mind control our engine. Okay, we cause a fire in their weapons and dodge their missile. Okay, we cause another fire in their weapons. Hit their mind control. Keep that offline. Killed one of their crew. Let's see if we could try killing their crew with this bomb. Almost. We almost had them. We killed 2 of them, but 1 guy's still alive. Never mind, they're dead. The rebel ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Hail the Orchid vessel. You have done us a great service. Unfortunately, that rebel attack killed the Crystal Scout that was escorting us through the sector. We have a very important sociology conference to get to. Do you think you could help us make it there? Accept. Thank you kindly. I hope we can make it in time. Okay. The quest is down here, so let's see if we can get to that. Crystal shards fly past your ship as soon as you jump. You scan to find the assailant and discover a crystalline ship carrying a number of humans in its cargo bay. It must be hunting the alien ships. Okay, we gotta be careful with these guys when they board us, because these guys have an ability to trap us in a room. Okay, set their weapons on fire yet again. We've been getting really lucky with these fires, guys. Yeah, that's right. Get off my ship. Yeah, the thing about these crystals is that they're very xenophobic. And wow, they dodged all of our shots! Yeah, they're very xenophobic and ethnocentric, and they think that they're very superior to all the other races. But don't worry, we'll kill them. Okay, all of their crew is almost dead. Let's see if we can finish this guy off. And he's dead. The crew of the enemy ship has been eliminated. You scrap what you can. Who knows how many people you've saved by stopping this ship. Nice. Let's go here. The rebels haven't been pleased with the return of yet another alien race. A particularly agitated rebel ship wastes no time locking onto you and attacking. Launch the payload. Okay, we hit them, and we dodged all their flak shots. This combat drone Mark II does shoot pretty fast, but since we have 2 shields, it shouldn't be a problem. It's rare that rebels try to run away from a battle, but this ship prioritizes its survival. Don't worry, they won't get away. We'll shoot their piloting so that doesn't happen. We cause another fire. Bah! Fine. Knowing how corrupt you Federation officers are, perhaps a bit of scrap can convince you to let us go? There will be no mercy today. And they're dead. Just before the rebel ship explodes, an escape pod ejects from it. Unfortunately, it doesn't get far before you collect it and bring it aboard. You open it and drag out the rebel officer inside. They beg that you let them live. Now normally, what I do here is space them, but let's see what happens if we free the rebel and let them go. At first, uncertain whether it's a trick, once the rebel is convinced you aren't going to stab them in the back, they offer you a small portion of what they have salvaged themselves as a thanks. It seems not every rebel has a cold heart. Well, thank you. Alright, let's go... We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what is this? More ruins? In front of your ship is a massive cubicle cruiser. Its exterior covered in small green lights. Though the ship is completely unmoving, the dim glow from the lights suggests there must still be some form of power on board. It's very possible the ship might contain something of value, but you can't guarantee it. Do you want to send a team aboard? Yes, board the ship. Your crew find the interior of the ship void of oxygen, and scans show no life support has ever been installed on the ship. How do we proceed? We have nothing to proceed with. Unfortunately, you have no choice but to pull away from the cruiser. Alright, let's perform a task and run a salvage mission. Survey the nearby area? You stumble across an abandoned minefield. Certainly dubious, but also a potential source of a large amount of scrap and ammo. However, being careless would prove to be risky. Don't risk it, just bring back a few of the outliers. Let's go here. At the quest. The Orchid vessel jumps in after you, pleased to have arrived at their conference. Ah, we were wondering when you would arrive. The Empire has been very curious about the sociological insights of the Citelier. Thank you for guiding them here. You could stay for the conference if you'd like. As fun as it sounds, there is a mission to be done. However, they do allow you and your crew to sample some of the complimentary buffet. The Orchids also give you a gift. We got a Kernel Weapon Mark II, which is... This weapon uses kernels of giant plants from the Orchid home planet as ammunition. Kernels behave like missiles, but also have a 35% chance to ignore their ammo costs. So this weapon takes 2 power, 16.5 seconds to charge, uses up 1 missile, but has a 35% chance to not use a missile, shoots 3 missile heads, wow, that's pretty good, each with a base hull damage of 1, system damage of 1, crew damage of 15, and a 60% breach chance and a 30% stun chance. Pretty good. Pretty good. We'll hold on to that. So let's go here. Although we already have a missile weapon, which is our payload teleporter. A crystal station nearby notices your ship. We do not welcome outsiders here. Get out now. It appears they're willing to back up their threats with their weapons. Well, all I heard from that was, hey, have some free scrap from killing us. Oh, by the way, guys, since this enemy ship is actually a space station and not a spaceship, it can't move unless it has cloaking. Killed one of their crew. And they're dead. For all it's worth, the crystalline armor protecting their ship could not withstand the fire from your weapons. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector, Explore. You begin charging your FTL drive and do a quick scan of a local planet. You find the ruins of a recently destroyed Federation colony on the surface. There must be a rebel ship in the vicinity. We could use our long-range scanners to pinpoint the rebel's location. You find the rebel ship hiding on a nearby asteroid. You are able to get a shot off and permanently disable their engines before they notice you. Very nice. Engines offline. Hit their weapons. Very nice. This is not a joke. You have gone too far. Do you know who I am? I am vital to the rebellion. I demand you let me live. Let their cries of terror go in vain. And see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. The fiery red of the explosions complements the orange hull of the rebel ship. Satisfied with your handiwork, you scrap the ship. Okay, let's head on over to the next sector, which is going to be a theocracy sector. But before we do that, let's upgrade our ship. First things first, let's upgrade our shields to level 3. And with that, let's also upgrade our engines to level 5. And some reactor power to power it up. And after that, let's upgrade our weapons to work on getting towards this light laser burst. So yeah. Now on to the Theocracy sector. Okay, hyperspeed, continue. Proceed to the Rock sector. The Rock government holds an iron fist over its citizens, and the Rockmen are devoted to their faith. Though ignorant of the truth and generally aggressive, it's not impossible to avoid a Rockman's wrath. Exit hyperspeed. The Rock people have a particularly aggressive stance toward the alien races trespassing in their space. You should tread carefully here. Continue. The guard hails you. You dare intrude on the Elders' holy land? We will destroy you. Cloaking, try to escape. You successfully managed to slip past the guard without being noticed. Very nice. Let's go here. A ship with syndicate markings orbits a nearby backwater station. You receive a shady message. Anything is possible for the right price. See what they're offering. The mercenary grins and gives off the various services he can offer. Scout the sector? Nah, no thanks. I'm not interested. Let's go here. A stoic rock captain hails you. Federation, I have an important question for you. Why can you not expect perfection from geologists? Slug crew, have your slug predict the answer, because they're psychic. Your slug grumbles. It's just a stupid pun. Your slug repeats the answer to the Rockman. Because they all have faults. The Rockman frowns that you predicted it and turns off transmissions. Oh, well, that was useless. A Mantis ship here is adorned with rock body parts. It would be a gorier display if they had internal organs, but the message is clear enough. This is a hunter of a very specialized kind. Attack! No one deserves a Mantis hunter on their back. Time to make the galaxy a little safer. Engage. Close that. Very nice. And hit their shields and weapons. We cause another fire! Almost every fight we've been having, we cause some sort of fire on their ship. I'm loving that. Goodbye. The hull of the Mantis ship no longer looks so threatening now that it has been destroyed. You scrap the remains. Asteroid field. Okay, here we go. A rock mining vessel is harvesting the mineral-rich asteroids in this locality, and their scouts take your presence to be a transgression. Battle stations. Haha. You could try and shoot a bomb at me and miss, but I'll shoot a bomb at you and almost always hit. Alright, another fire. Wouldn't be a ship fight without fire. And getting pelted by asteroids. That also caused fires. The rock ship hails. Enough! We were told aliens were a threat to our ways, and you have proven as much. Take this and leave us in peace. Deny them mercy. By destroying this ship, you have indeed proven yourself a threat to the Rockman's ways. We got a manager drone, which is a drone that mans systems, but again, we don't have a drone system, so we can't use it. Ha! Look at your wee little ship. I bet your weapons are tiny. You must be so ashamed. Level 2 weapons? Ah, that does seem pretty small. You'd be surprised? No. The hell did you just say to us? The Rockman arrogantly chuckles as you prepare to fight them. Alright. Boom. Cloak their flak. Amazing. Oh no, we have more Rockmen on our ship. Send in the pilot. Okay, these two gotta go to the med bay. And, you know what? Screw it. Everyone go to the med bay. Vent the ship. Okay, we hit their shields and their weapons. Okay, yeah, get off my ship. Alright, we decimated those shields. Jeez, man, we've heard it's not about the size, but how you use it. And you sure know how to use your guns. Yes, that is true. It is not about the size, but how you use it. You've proven your point. Let us go and we'll pay you some ammunition to fuel those guns of yours. But no, screw you. And they're dead. The Rockmen may not be sworn enemies of the Federation, but you still feel no guilt about destroying this ship. Mostly. You notice a rock ship performing combat exercises. However, they quickly change their course to engage your ship. They apparently treat unregistered alien ships as handy target practice. They boarded our doors. Alright, hit their weapons. More dudes on our ship that we can suffocate. Cause the fire in their weapons. Lots of fires. Lots and lots of fires. More fires. Nice. Okay. Alright. Their fire is spreading. We decimated the shields. The rock ship moves into a defensive position and transmits a white flag signal. They seem willing to buy their lives with only 2 missiles? How dare they offer their surrender with a terrible deal such as 2 missiles? This battle can only end with their death. Next time, give me more stuff. And they're dead. At last, the armor of the rock ship gives out and a mighty explosion tears the ship apart. You find a Zoltan merchant ship that is sending out a distress call. Its escape is being blocked by a Theocracy patrol. There is no signs of a struggle. Hail the Zoltans to see what's wrong. You're with the Federation, are you not? We're being They are abruptly cut off from the transmitting. The rock ship hails you. Respond to the rock hail. Leave now, renegade. We are within our right to detain merchants, even if they are from the Ministry. Demand the release of the Zoltans. The rockmen save you the trouble of engaging and attack you first. More boarders on our ship. Nice. Took out their missile weapon. Okay, our crew is getting low. Send in the backup. Into here. And they're off my ship. Get out. Hit that teleporter. Dang it, they still boarded us. Alright, we'll take care of them. And they're dead. At last, the armor of the rock ship gives out and the ship explodes. Check out the Zoltan merchant. Thank you for intervening on our behalf, renegade. We never suspected the patrol would abuse its power like that. Would you like to purchase anything from our store? Yes, I'd like to purchase all of your missiles. And sell my manager drone, and sell my colonel weapon, because I already have a missile using weapon. And I guess that's it for now. We'll fix up a little bit and continue on our way. Let's go here. The Federation is fairly lax on Argion and its smugglers, as their interdimensional services make for cheap transportation. With little to fear, a smuggler nearby peddles you some gear. Attack the smugglers. Smugglers might usually be known for their military sales, but Argion transports plenty else. Who knows what kinds of harmful items have traveled through this ship's cargo in the hands of all kinds of bad actors. The only responsible course of action is to take these guys down. Reputation decreased for smugglers, but who cares? They boarded in our shields. Nice, we took out their big crystal weapon. Okay, we did take a hit, but it wasn't that bad. You are considerably more well-armed than I would have thought. We surrender. Nope. And they're dead. The pirate ship will no longer torment this sector. You scrap the remains. You've arrived at a seemingly ordinary beacon, but scans show a slip tunnel opening. Someone with an MV drive is jumping in nearby. A mute rebel officer fumbles, performing lazy sign language your translator slowly converts to verbal communication. A free mantis ripped out my tongue. I blame you. Now I'm gonna kill you. Okay, well, enjoy dying. Hit their weapons and set them on fire again? Well, now the fire is really spreading. Alright, we killed the guy in shields. Now their drones are on fire, I think. No, that's just a random room. Well, they're dead anyway. The MV Rebel has been defeated, and it seems to your luck an augment was left behind in the wreckage. Maybe it'll make a good addition to your arsenal. We got improved armories, and what does that do? Improved armories. Outfits your crew with superior firearms, adding 30% extra combat damage in ranged crew combat. Very nice. I guess we'll head to the exit. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector, explore. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to recharge. Okay, explore the asteroid field. Scans reveal a number of asteroids with useful compositions. You extract some fuel. We got 5 fuel. Now what we could do is try to get one more jump. But if we do that, then we'll have to dive into the fleet. Question is though, is it worth doing that just for a bit of extra scrap? I say no. So instead, we're going to upgrade our weapons and finally get this Light Laser Burst 2 online. Or just, yeah, Light Burst. And with that out of the way, the next sector is going to be, let's see, Duskbringer Quarter sounds like a good choice, because Hive Realm is Mantis, and as you can tell, we don't have a lot of crew on our ship to deal with Mantis. So we're going to go to the Duskbringer sector. But you'll just have to wait until the next episode to see that. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this episode of FTL Multiverse Vanilla Voyages with the Man of War. Be sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you there. Peace.